Meta golds right now are down a ridiculous amount and the market is absolutely struggling for majority of the cards, and the reason for this is because EA Sports have been releasing a ridiculous amount of content, loads of SBC packs available of course, and this has just created so much supply and there just hasn't been enough demand, and low rated meta cards and pretty much all of the meta and gold market has absolutely of course been finished pretty much the past few days. And of course in this video I'm going to be talking to you about how to take action and kind of what's going to be going on as well in the next few days as well. If it's going to recover, what's going to be going on, because this year the market is extremely unpredictable. So just before we get into it, if you are new here, make sure that you do subscribe. I'm going to be making lots more videos just like this one, also talking to you about trading and investing, how to make coins, and also about the market just like this video, when it's going to go up, when it's going to go down, how it's going to be affected by different sort of promos. So you definitely don't want to miss them. So going straight into the video now, like I did just mention, the meta golds are down a ridiculous amount. Pretty much if you check any single player, you will see a huge amount in decrease, especially to what they were maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago. They have dropped so much, and we were kind of predicting this, but definitely not on this scale that it has, of course, kind of like how that we have seen. So for example, if you haven't seen already, maybe just check the prices of your team. If they are gold, of course, most of them would have gone down. For example, Werner was 40,000 coins, now is 24k. Lucas Hernandez was 60k, now 40k. Rashford 88k, now 60k, and just a bunch of other players as well that have been affected. These are pretty much the main ones that you might see, but it's pretty much been absolutely everyone. Honestly guys, just check any gold player that is meta needed for the weekend league normally and kind of like is below perhaps at 88 rated. They would have of course gone down so much. For example, Lucas Moura, Ousmane Dembele, Inaki Williams, Sissoko, and of course just those on top of all of the ones that I did just mention as well. It's just been absolutely crazy. Pretty much the market over the past few days, and mainly today, it has dropped so much. The 6 o'clock release again for the SBC, of course, they released SBC, which is very easy to do, and you do get a pretty good pack from it. I'm currently recording this video Sunday the 20th of October. That was pretty much it for the market. It was 6 o'clock. After around half an hour to an hour, the market just started absolutely struggling and it just couldn't stay up anymore. And like I did mention, this is because from all of these packs, they are very easy to do. Most people complete them maybe from the club, or of course just buy a few players from the market and they just get a pack. Of course, usually you might not get anything, but there are still going to be lots of players that are going to get something. You get two. We have been getting two for every single day for the past few days, and this is absolutely, of course, lots of people are packing cards. They are just going on the market, a huge amount of supply, and of course the demand hasn't really increased at all. And like I did mention, all gold cards and lower rated meta cards are affected by this, and you'll definitely notice that if you do go on the market. So this actually means, of course, what it currently means is this is the perfect time to actually buy a teams, but most of us won't have our coins available. But if you do have your coins available, of course you can buy your teams, and also if you already have a team, maybe you can actually buy meta golds, and I would recommend that are higher than 85, because right now any players under 85 rated, even if they are needed for weekend league, are struggling as well, because they are getting packed quite a lot. And the higher rated we go, pretty much the less of course they are going to get packed, and the less they are going to be affected by of course these SBC packs being released and just any EA Sports content that they do release. So the perfect time to, if you do decide to of course buy some cards now, because they are extremely low, you can actually flip these cards on Monday. I am expecting Monday, Tuesday for the market to actually go back up. And if you do currently have some low rated meta cards, for example Inaki Williams with Jamie Vardy, players like Zaha, they are currently absolutely struggling. It might be better to actually take the L, lose a bit of coins, and sell on Monday, because from now it does look like, of course, the market is very unpredictable, but the market from now just look like it's going to be going down. EA Sports this year, like I do keep saying it, but they've been absolutely unpredictable, releasing all sorts of content. They really look like they are on top of the market. They don't want anyone to be making coins, and there's just a flood of content every single day, and the market cannot handle it. We are also going to get short term when you're currently recording this video. We're going to get Tuesday, we're going to get Champions League content, which is going to bring down the market even more. And like I do keep saying, the market, you just don't know what is going to happen, and you do need to be very careful. You do pretty much all you can do right now, of course, trading, flipping is quite hard, but you can, of course, you can try do it now. I think the market is extremely low. I think this might be one of its lowest points since the start of the game, since the web app, early access, everything like that, and it's just been absolutely ridiculous recently. If you guys, like I did mention, if you guys do have any low rated meta cards that you are maybe no longer using in your team, or you currently have on your transfer list, if you invested in some cards, it might be better to take the loss. And I do know lots of us are actually going to be losing out, but we can't really do anything. It's going to be a majority of us here, and probably if you just wait till Thursday, it doesn't look good for those cards at all. And I do mean for those cards to take the L, kind of like Zaha, Inaki Williams, Jamie Vardy, the really low rated ones. But if you still do have some overpowered ones, maybe players like kind of like Sissoko, he is quite low rated, but perhaps of course he is still used for weekend leagues. It's very, you can't really say here, you can't predict what is going to happen. But if you are investing and you are trying to buy cards for your team, I would only recommend now to stay high rated cards, maybe 85 plus, 86 plus, because if you actually take a look at the high rated cards, players like Mane, Salah, Son, of course currently we cannot afford them, but those cards aren't really affected too much by these sort of things, so it's definitely going to be better to try and trade and try and get those players in your team because they're not moving around as much. If you guys do need any other help, definitely comment down below. You can also DM me on Twitter or Instagram and I'll definitely get back to you. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.
Forever.